Alright, so how do you want to
How
start?
are you going to do an introduction?
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh,
We'll say what. We don't say obviously assalamu alaikum.
we have to though, say what?
Just act like, not obviously, but act like we're just talking to each other, just normally.
That's
Wait,
what our topic was.
No, start
World
again.
War Three.
So our topic was, what was it?
World War Three.
Alright, let's say it again properly.
World War Three. How many times do I have to
No,
say
I'm
it?
saying it as in like, say it in context. Because
Okay.
we're not going to connect the last part of us talking to this, are we?
We're now going to move on to the topic.
Oh,
World War Three.
Now they're going to be confused. Why are these men
You're not
laughing?
going to be confused. Right,
And we're
listen.
going to get comments here saying, "I'm stuck for a lot.
You
These
like,
brothers
taking
laughing
it
about World War
seriously?
Three, bro." Listen, I've got news for everyone. Okay, we're going to talk about this.
Is it?
World War Three started as soon as 9/11 happened.
Listen, World War Three
Why? What's your?
is not
opinion?
actually going to happen, right? If
No,
I'm honest
look.
with you,
World War Three has started, fam. It started.
it
in,
started. Yeah, I
9/11.
understand how you're taking it, as in,
War
it's
against
been Muslims, basically. But to be fair, I understand it because Al Qaeda, ISIS, all of them are retaliations to American regime inside their countries.
All right. Where'd you learn
Come
these
on
words?
then. But no, that's what it is. That's why they were created. Firstly, essentially.
Okay, yeah, go on. Sorry.
And that's true. That was what they were created for, to fight back because they were getting bombed or whatever they were. They were getting missiles or whatever.
See, this is where me and Barney disagree because
He
ever since
disagrees
we were in
with
college,
24/7.
ever since we were in college, every single day I would tell him about conspiracy theories.
He would
Remember?
tell me. Okay. he
Wait,
would tell me-
don't say
listen,
nothing.
No,
Nah,
stop. He would
I
tell
was a
me
kid.
conspiracy series. Yeah?
What?
That,
I'm cutting
right,
these. If it's
listen.
embarrassing, I'm cutting them. What?
Listen, 80% were like Saudi Arabia's killing us or something, or they're stealing money from us, or the Illuminati, Miley Cyrus is a part of Illuminati or some sort of crap like that.
Alright, listen
right?
to okay.
Conspiracy theories, they just didn't make much sense. Like, I understand conspiracy theories, but I think there's no point of delving into it so much because there's no end result. You don't know if it's true or if this bit's a bit of a lie or that bit's a bit of a lie or this bit's a bit true. When people tell me about Osama bin Laden and he did it, he didn't do it, what's the point? He's dead or he's not dead. What am I supposed to say?
Fam, listen to me.
Is
Look,
there a point? Tell me right now. Is there a point?
Bro, how old was I when I started telling you?
You were like 16. We were both 16.
No,
I think.
17 in
17.
the first,
No,
second year
first year
college.
of college.
Was it first year of college?
First year of college, you started telling me this
So
shit.
this was pre-say mashallah, if for anybody who didn't know.
This was, because 17 we started saying mashallah.
17 in second year college, November. Was it November?
Yeah, it was around November.
November,
I said,
I think.
come jump on this.
Something like that. Well, we're getting old, fam.
Yeah, we are.
Listen, right?
It was.
I'm not going to go into that today.
We're not going into Saudi Arabia.
No, we're not going to go into any. We'll
'Cause
do
it'll
that
take
another
about
time.
10 hours.
Fam, we can't. The thing is, right? Conspiracy theories offend people. No matter what they are, I could
I
have
think
a
you should take it
conspiracy.
with a pinch of salt. I don't think you should get offended, but that's with everything.
No,
Any
but that's
opinion.
us, isn't it? We can take stuff with
Yeah.
a pinch of salt.
But
I remember I posted.
Some of these Malvis can't, man.
Fam,
We get 10 line paragraphs about the randomest
Bro,
stuff.
okay, once right, I made a bad mistake. It was about a year and a half ago. I posted
You've
something
been
about
properly
Mufti.
done over.
Wait, I posted something about Mufti Menk.
Yeah.
We lost about 400 followers.
Yeah, listen, I don't even understand why people get so aggravated. Opinions are just there. They're not there for you to like properly attack.
But people fail to understand, right?
Yeah.
For us to be able to talk and have a good time
Yeah.
and learn stuff and just increase our
We're
knowledge.
not telling you lot to follow our
We're
beliefs.
Bro, we're not telling you
Whatsoever.
this is the way, this is the only
Because trust
way.
us, we have no idea anyway. We go any way left, right, left.
How old
We
are you
got
now?
clue.
You're only 20 innit still?
Yeah, I'm 19.
19, I mean, sorry. Yeah, I'm 20.
Yeah, we don't know anything.
Yeah, we're not like
We're just
geniuses.
we're not Mulvies. Our account wasn't made. We didn't make the account for Islam. If I'm honest, we didn't.
No, that's true.
We found a catchy name. Which
No,
is
the
Saint
original
Mashallah.
name, what was it? It was Meme Freaks
Yeah,
02.
it was Meme Freaks 02 because 01 was taken. When we made the account, we didn't think of it as a Muslim page. However, we do have we have strong opinions. I'd say we both talk about politics.
Me more
talk
than
about-
you.
Yeah, you post it a bit more than me.
See, the thing is,
I can't even find the videos for you, and I can't look at the videos sometimes you post. You post videos of people getting beat up, people getting like
shot. You can't watch them.
I don't watch them because it's too much.
I don't watch videos of people getting shot. Post videos.
I don't know what news is supposed to, but whenever I see it, it's got usually like children in it or some sort of abuse. No. It shows abuse or something.
Okay, you know why I do that though.
Yeah, I know.
You have to spread awareness, fam. It's madness. Like,
yeah.
So, okay, we both have strong opinions, and it's good to have strong opinions.
But what I'm trying to say is the meme page was not creative for Islam. It wasn't creative for politics. No. It wasn't creative. It was more creative for fun.
Right.
And it was creative for just, I don't know, just for people to look at.
Because we were kids when we started, and we still are kids, to be honest.
We literally just created it just for fun. It wasn't supposed to be for Islam. It wasn't supposed to be for some certain type of people.
Yeah. That's just with everything, though. As a meme page.
And as a meme page, you see every single meme page will have hate on them. Will have, if it has some sort of strong opinion, they'll have loads of arguments and stuff. We don't even get that much anymore now, but back in the day, we used to get loads. Every page gets hate. It's not even a matter of like literally anything gets
every
hate.
Page you see on Instagram gets hate like us. We're not saying this is primarily just us.
But it's not even meme pages, like models. Everyone will get hate.
Yeah. You don't even have to have, the same amount of followers as us.
Yeah.
You could be a person with 200 followers, like on my private account.
It's crazy because people hide behind their screens, but like, if you said that in person, you would never say that. Yeah. If you met this person in person, you would be like...
No, the thing is with my opinions, right? My opinions regarding the world and the conspiracy theories we were talking about earlier. Yeah. I don't agree with all of them now.
Yeah.
And the majority of them I don't believe in
Some
now.
of them
I've grown up. Wait, I've grown up.
Yeah.
Okay. But the ones that I do believe in certain things, we won't go into this week. I'm vocal about it in person.
No.
I'm vocal about it in person to many of my friends. And even people I don't know, we talk about it, right? The people that send me rubbish and hate over the internet, I know they wouldn't do it in person. I know they wouldn't.
It is one of those things where the internet...
The thing is, right, I've got points. I don't spout rubbish without any points that I believe make sense.
It sounds so harsh when you say it at one point. When you say one line and everyone's like, yo, how can you say that?
No, that's what it is. People pick and choose.
You say one thing about Mufti Menk. Done out here. Everyone's going crazy.
That's what they do. They focus on something so irrelevant that I've said.
Exactly. It's just one
and they blow it out of proportion. Like once, fam, did you ever... do you remember the time where I said, I think saying Merry Christmas is calm because it's not even a religious thing anymore. It's just a cultural thing.
And everyone just goes insane.
Fam, there was about 4 Islamic accounts with about 50,000 followers each. I'm not going to bait them, right? They were big Islamic accounts, right? You can tell they weren't doing it for Islam. They were doing it for the fame. It's just look, that's my opinion, right? I'm not going to say any more about that. But they started posting stories about me, Ted, saying... Fam, this guy's a fake Muslim. He's a kafir. Wait. He's like, he's posting fake hadiths. I'm like, fam, I didn't even post the hadith. How could it be fake if I never posted anything? All I said was Merry Christmas is calm, in my opinion.
A lot of people.
Am I a sheikh to be talking? Am I Al-Bukhari? Astaghfirullah, bro. How are you calling me a kafir?
What I don't get is a lot of people, when you say like Christmas, I think Amir Khan had a Christmas tree up or something, and he got like...
Mo Salah had a Christmas tree. We'll show the pictures.
But the thing is, these lot get so passionate about Christmas tree. Get passionate about anything else. Literally, they want, if there's politics, nah man, I'm not gonna vote.
No.
I fully get you,
right? Christmas tree. So these bands, they're complaining about celebrities who have a Christmas tree, right? First of all, these celebrities, if they were proper practicing Muslims, they wouldn't have their lives out there in the first place. So that defeats the purpose that you're just targeting the Christmas tree, right?
It literally is. They
Apart from that,
so passionate about it. I'm like, why are you getting so passionate?
Apart from that, look how passionate they get about that. But when they see my post about the Afghani girl who got raped and her family got killed, how many likes did it get? 800 likes or something? Maybe now 1,000. I don't know. Nobody wants to listen, bro. If it's not in the same country as them, and if the people are not relevant enough, they don't give a shit, fam. And guess what? The sad reality is those people are people like us in our age group, like in our country.
It's literally where God put you, and we were put here, but you could have easily been put there.
You could have easily been put there, and because it doesn't. They see that not many people hear about the news regarding these people who are suffering back in the.
But if you look at him, he has been off. He went to Pakistan and he went to the terrorists where they.
Yeah, man, and he did that thing with.
But no one would ever say, "Well done for that." Yeah. They'll always say, "Why have you got a Christmas tree?"
No.
Is he harming anyone with the Christmas tree? Is he stabbing people with it? He's doing nothing.
It's taking a branch off and
It's
shanking
literally
people.
a tree. It's probably a fake tree as well.
No, but that's one thing I need to say. That obviously I've had my history with Adam Saleh.
Yeah,
but him
heck, man.
and I haven't said this publicly. I don't think. But him and Adam Saleh, American Adam Saleh, they did that Yemeni thing. 300 grand was it? Something insane, man.
So I don't.
People don't want to talk about that. I know I hated on Adam Saleh. Yeah, I didn't give him hate for.
We followed him after that.
I like him now. People have seen my meme. I'll show you right now. I like him now because he made up with one of his friends. Basically, I used to be a fan of his ages ago. Because he had this beef.
I was never into him.
I know you were. But because of his beef with his friend, that's why I don't like this guy. Let me make some memes about him. It's just friendly banter, right? Yeah. Okay, that's in the past. But
I remember when you were doing the memes. It was just for a joke. It was nothing about hate.
There's no evil intent behind it.
There was so
it's
many
to make
girls,
people laugh.
The amount of girls that used to DM saying, "How dare you,
bro?
How dare you talk about?"
So when this let's talk about that.
Like, what?
When the Adam Saleh thing happened,
what is going on?
When the Adam Saleh thing happened, man, we've never received that much hate.
I've never seen that many DMs that blow up just saying, "How dare you do this? How dare you do that?"
We're not gonna give rubbish to them. And we're trying not to swear right now, by the way, so we're saying rubbish and stuff like that. I'm not going to give rubbish and hate to them, because obviously, like, we've done that, we've been there, and we've done that, we've said enough. Even my friends have had a few comments under my post against them and stuff like that. It was massive. It's in the past, though, right? It's in the past, right? And maybe one day it could be an Adam Saleh's new podcast. I doubt that, bro. The guy will be like, the guy will want to fight me.
The amount of fights that are on Instagram is just like so pointless.
The beefs there are insane, and that's one thing I wanted to talk about. You don't know what I'm gonna talk about right now, but there was a meme I posted yesterday. You know the one where it says if you call another Muslim kafir, then you become a kafir. Did you see that?
I did.
Right, so I posted that, and Bearman's thought it was about that "why you coming fast" guy. So the meme I posted, here it is, right? And Barney's looking at me bare confused, fam.
No, I don't think
we're gonna edit it in, fam.
No, I do know.
Why'd you look at me bare confused?
No, I understand what you're about. I saw it yesterday.
Anyway,
say the caption again. What was it?
The caption.
If you call someone a kafir or something.
So it was something along the lines of, if a Muslim calls another Muslim a kafir without proper reasoning, then they become the kafir themselves.
It's just about judging someone, isn't it? That's all it is.
So it's just basically essentially like that. People thought I was talking about why you coming fast because I didn't really know about this. I just skimmed through his stories recently, but he's been having his own opinions about Shias, right? So he put something on his story
about Shias
regarding that. Right, it's his own opinions. We just talked about.
Everyone thought because he's judging.
Because he's said his opinions about it. He thought I was talking about them.
Yeah,
I was talking about the people that cussed me over that fake hadith I apparently posted. Who called me a kafir for posting fake hadiths, which I've never done in my life. Obviously, we just discussed that. I was talking about them.
Yeah. So
just to be clear, it's not about him, fam. We're calm, exposing the what they call. Hasanat and Abdullah to the main point of my post, right? The main point.
Yeah, what was your
the main point, right? Was that these men who were attacking me, they're dividing the ummah even more. Like, look, if you've seen the Messiah TV show, you've seen how divided the ummah is in the show. It's a representation of how divided we are in real life. It's the exact same thing. And you saw how easy it was for a man like Payam Gashiri to, deceive everyone. That's how easy it's going to be in real life, fam. I'm just talking about how Muslims are sending each other so much hate. They're dividing you even more. We're more of a risk to be taken by
I'm honest with you, I understand what Shia, Muslim, Sunni, whatever. I understand it all, but it doesn't make any sense to me.
What?
I think if you're a Muslim, if you believe in the first kalima, that's it. That's all you need.
I mean, that's your opinion, isn't it?
That's my opinion, obviously. Yeah. Bro, everything we say is our opinions in this, but I just don't understand what's the need to make sections.
Alright, we're not going to stick
obviously Shias have their own opinions and stuff, and obviously the Sunnis have their own opinions.
Even within the Sunnis, right?
And Wahhabis, okay. Sunni and Wahhabis, I can't tell the difference. I'm not going to lie. I've been to a Wahhabi mosque, I've been to a Sunni mosque. They do the thing exactly the same. Or, the Wahhabis do a couple more Allahu Akbars. That's calm. Let them do it. It doesn't make that much of a difference.
So, okay.
I'm uneducated. I don't know.
It's not that you're uneducated. It's that, you know what? I know too much about it. I know all the little bits that make us different. Right. And that's not, I'm telling you, it's not a good thing. If I lived your life like you, not knowing the difference, it'd be a much happier life as a Muslim. It'd be a much happier life. Right? Because of all this division that I know of, which is unhealthy for the Muslim brain, and all the division that everyone else knows of, it's not healthy for a Muslim. It's not. Because obviously then you get geezers like them who are calling me a kafir for saying Merry Christmas is calm.
I think everyone pick and chooses their religion. That's something everyone does.
At the end of the day, right?
Everyone has their own type of religion, really. We all perceive it differently. We all see it differently. It's like a pick and mix. You choose what you do and you choose what you don't do. You take the kalima, but you might not read your namazes. It's your pick and mix. It's what you do. It's like what you don't do.
That man who smoke weed.
And then they say, jump out every day. Bro, you're smoking weed. You can't do it for 30 days. Why are you in Jummah?
I know guys like that, you know.
It doesn't make sense, but that's their pick and mix. That's what they are choosing.
Fully. I understand where you're coming from.
You get me? That's what they're choosing.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's all that religion is.
I knew a guy, I'm not going to say his name, he might be watching. I knew a guy, 3 days before Ramzan, he smoked a joint. And I said, bro, you know your fast won't count now, basically. At all. Apart from the last couple of 40 days it doesn't count, innit?
40 days.
40 days, not 30 days. So 40 days, his whole Ramzan didn't count. And you know what he said to me? Oh no, it's calm, man, because I believe that when the weed comes out of my system, when I piss it out, right, my fasts are gonna count. I'm like, bro, you can't make your own rules.
As a scientist said, it takes 40 days for it to be completely out of your system.
He thinks it's like food or something that it goes through your digestive system and it's out. Listen, he's a clown. I don't care if you're watching this, bro, and you know who you are.
That's what I'm saying. It is a pick and mix. You choose what you want and what you don't want.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you might take it back and you bring another one in. Yeah. Or you might choose something else. But that's how it works. Yeah. That's everyone.
Obviously, it's not right.
It's not right.
But that's what people do.
That's how humanity works. We all choose what we want and what we don't want.
Allah's, when people say, right, like, oh my God. Like, I've heard some people who've done some mad stuff, like, to their family or... For example, I knew this guy who gambled his life away. His family suffered the consequences. He said, it's part of Allah's plan. I'm like, bruv, you not understand? Yes, Allah gave you the life, but guess what? He gave you freedom of choice, you dickhead. Okay, I need to blank that out.
That's what it is. We've got freedom. Then you can't say it's Allah's plan. If I walk across the road and I sit down, is it Allah's plan? No, get off the road. You're getting hit. It doesn't make sense. That's not how life is.
Exactly, man. It's like going out in the middle of the road and jumping on a car.
It just doesn't mean it's not Allah's plan for you to jump on a car.
These mans like to chat so much shit. Oh, it's mad.
But you know what? I can't blame it because we do the same. I pick and choose my religion the exact same way they probably choose it, but I choose different stuff.
No, but fam, you're telling me you deciding not to go namaz one day is the same as me jumping in front of a car and saying it's part of Allah's plan.
Obviously not.
Listen, those mans, they're more lost, than the island of Dajjal, bro. They're more lost than that. So leave them be.
That's how it is, isn't it? I think that's how religion works. You pick and choose it.
Alright, and before you mans, or whoever's listening, right, deciding to go to the comments, oh no, according to this hadith, you can't say, shut up.
I tell you right now, we do not care. I tell you right now.
We're not going to read it, and even if so basically all the comments that you see, and that say mashallah, air quotation marks, replies to, it's all me, because Barney, he's calm.
I read it and I think, what's the point? What's the point in this?
Barney can
usually they don't have a profile picture, so I'm talking to an anonymous person. What's the point? I don't understand. What's the need?
Barney can let stuff go. Me, when I see stuff like that, it annoys me. I need to say something, but at the end of the day, when I do say something, I get them to shut up. Have you seen sometimes?
It's just pointless. They do firstly,
but it is pointless.
They take one thing out of context and then they base their entire argument over it. Listen, how we got to that conclusion, and then talk to us about it,
bro. Oh, don't get me started.
If you ever want to actually argue with this, argue with it in the DMs, and then give me a full 300 line paragraph of what you want to tell me, and I'll get back to you in about 2 months. That's straight up what my deal is.
We don't really open our DMs that much.
I can't bother opening them.
There was at one point, when we first started, we used to open everything because we got bad guys.
And we used to get loads of DMs.
That's one thing I want to talk about, right?
Our DMs have slowed compared to what we used to. Yeah?
Swiftly moving on, yeah. I see bare mans out there, bare mans. Oh, I want to get famous on Instagram. I want to make my own meme page.
It's not
the same. We were the same, bro. For the amount of rubbish you need to deal with, it's not worth it.
Honestly, no, you think
even when you reached our level,
I'm telling you, you don't even feel famous. There's no fame in it.
You'll be like, you'll be so like unbothered.
I'm telling you,
that
this
you won't
Instagram
open your DMs.
you think,
that's us right now.
Yeah, you think I'm getting 100 DMs a day or whatever. It makes no difference to your life. I'm telling you right now, it makes no difference.
Trust me, don't chase after something. So it's very material. This stuff.
It's not even a material. It's just literally people. It's literally.
Don't chase after this digital material life.
It's so easy.
It's easy to get pulled in by it.
Yeah, it's
right?
so easy.
I know we're saying this while talking to you over an IGTV video.
Yeah, it's so hypocritical. But I'm just telling you, if you're thinking, I'll get famous over this, or I'll get this, or I'll get that, or people will notice me. I'm telling you, they don't.
You won't go far.
I'm telling you, nothing changes in your life.
Even so, if you want to become like, even if you become like these big pages like I'm Just Bait and stuff like that, right? It's not a life to live, man. It's not a life. Your kids are going to see this one day, you know what I mean? Your kids are going to see this, fam.
This is my real, honest feelings. I do not think that fame is... I don't think that people should aspire to it. I think it should be something that happens if people like your work, and then it's cool, it's fine. But I think there's way too much emphasis put on just trying to get attention. And it's being rewarded and supported in this weird way. Like, all these people are nice to you. All these people are saying nice things to you or are being mean to you. All people that you don't even know. So you can't rely on them for your self-esteem, and you certainly can't rely on them for criticism. You can't rely on them, people you don't even know that don't care about you. So you're in this weird position. You have to be very careful with who you communicate with, because one of the weirdest things you'll see from famous people is all of a sudden they get this very strange thing where they feel like people are supposed to do things for them, and they're not supposed to pay for things, and everything's supposed to be easy, and they're supposed to get that. That's a weird one. Like they don't respond to criticism well. They don't understand that they're still a human being in the middle of growth. No, they're a fucking star. I'm a fucking star, and I want this, and I want it now.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what kind of fucking bullshit is this?
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, exactly. We've all seen like a version of that, right?
Look,
it really isn't. If you think you're going to get
chasing
famous, you're really not.
If you're chasing an account like ours, go for it. You're not gonna get any happiness out of it.
Honestly,
if you're chasing an account like I'm Just Bait, go for it. But you're not gonna get any happiness out of it, bro. Look, the guy, all due respect, right? He seems like he's having fun every day. He's going to all these places. He knows all these.
He's a humble guy though. He's calm.
He's a calm guy, but he's getting around, right? At the end of the day,
I'm telling you, the amount of help he had to get to where he is.
There's no happiness in it though. There is none. I know a guy from work, right? I'm not gonna say he knows my page. He's Gora. Yeah. He's a top guy. He said to me that I asked him, if you had all the money in the world, would you be happy? Do you think money can buy happiness? He said to me, yeah. If you think that, you're the most shallow person going. Money does not buy happiness.
I think money, in a sense, does, but
temporary happiness.
No. I think if you're comfortable, I'm not saying if you're a millionaire, yeah, because obviously that's a bit crazy. But if I'm saying you have money issues right now, let's say you got a couple of debts. If you're just above that limit, you got 10 grand savings.
Yeah. Then
you're fine. You're in your happy zone.
You're in your happy zone.
If you're under 10 grand in debt, then you're not going to be fine.
No, I'm not talking about that though. I'm talking about if you're blazing rich, right? You're not going to be happy. You're going to always want to buy the next new thing. Yeah. Obviously, being financially comfortable, like most of us are.
Is what people want. They think they want the millionaire. What they want is financially comfortable.
What people want is a calm life where they don't have to worry about money.
I'm telling
But like
you.
they're not
That's what
buying
it is.
stuff.
It's a worry where you can spend 200 quid on clothes, and you feel fine after it. That's all you really want in life. Or you buy a house and you're comfortable in the house. It's your house that you want to buy, and it's yours.
I'll give you an example, right? Say there's these like custom designer jeans or something, bro, yeah, and they're worth what, $3,000 or something, some Yeezy jeans, ripped ones. You know how mans go for that. You have that pair, you bought it, that's it. You're gas for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Bro, you start to get older, yeah. You have the pants for a year, you have it for 2 years. Right, all of a sudden you're 50 years old wearing those pants. Are you gonna be happy, fam?
No.
There's some money and stuff cannot. Oh, and then you can debate. Oh yeah, at that point I'll buy some new shoes. They'll keep me happy. Fam, you're 50 years old. How's shoes? You're not gonna be going out flashing your things to younger women, are you, bro? Everybody ages. There's no point in your life where you'll be happy unless I'm gonna be straight. I don't want to get into this too much. Unless you have a purpose, which is Allah.
Yeah.
Like, we know this. Don't be chasing all that. Like, you see these mans on, like, Muslim kids on Instagram.
I think the worst thing
bro, there's this account, yeah. He seems like an alright lad, but he's like 17, 16. He comments under most of our posts. And he says stuff like, on his page, oh, I'm a young investor. I'm investing my youth into my future, right? And all this and not posting like financial quotes and this and that, yeah. Like, bro, be a kid, bro. Don't waste your life, fam. Tell them how fast life goes. I remember when we were sitting in college about 3 years ago. It felt like yesterday.
Yeah, it did.
Don't waste your life on stuff like that, man. Don't waste your life like, oh, I'm a young investor, stuff like that, man. MashaAllah, what else do you get from it? Oh wow, chill out, man.
Honestly, having that security of your own money is something precious to yourself. So
it's precious.
Having your own part-time job as a student is one of the best things you can have.
Yeah,
it literally feels like you're independent. You're not. There's about a million stuff you're not paying for. Yeah, but it feels like you're independent. I think that type of happiness is one of the best feelings that you can get.
No, yeah. And if it's something like that, amazing. Alhamdulillah.
That's an
Alhamdulillah moment.
Life, yeah.
That's an Alhamdulillah moment, fam.
Yeah.
Anything that past that, oh, bro, I just invested in Bitcoin.
If you're thinking about it all the time, I need to make this amount of money, I need to do this, I need to do that.
These mugs, bro, these Forex traders, fam. Calm down, bro. Allow your life. We don't want to hear it.
I'm telling you, if you lot think they're real,
nah.
99% of them are fake.
99%.
99%. 1% probably do quite well. They probably have education and a degree, and they're doing it quite well.
But those guys are the bosses of these guys.
Yeah, these guys are the ones that are trying to get money off you lot to get more profits, and then give you lot tiny bit back just above that. They'll say £100 you don't invest, we'll give you £101. That's what they'll give you back.
So getting right into it, there's gurus on Instagram that are claiming that they're making like $1,000 and up days just by trading the Forex market. Now, if you guys don't know what the Forex market is, essentially instead of the stock market where you trade stocks, you're actually exchanging currency rates. And basically these gurus are always posting screenshots that they're making a ton of money, and what they'll end up doing is they want you to buy their signals, which is them telling you what trades they're gonna make, so that you will end up making money with them. I mean, it sounds obvious, right? I mean, if someone's pulling in $1,000 days and they're always just constantly posting screenshots of it on their Instagram, you're gonna think, okay, yeah, I mean, if I traded with these guys, I would be making as much bank as they are, right? Well, that is too good to be true, and it is, because they have an entire strategy on how they're doing that. What they'll do is they'll create 2 separate Instagram accounts, okay? They'll be doing Forex trading. They will also have 2 separate websites or 2 separate courses on their signals and whatnot. So let's say one day they're gonna just exchange these 2 currencies. So maybe one day on this Instagram account, they will just buy it, and on the other Instagram account, they will sell it. Also keep in mind that they're not using real money, they're using play money, because you can open broker accounts and trade the Forex market with play money. So all these screenshots are 90% fake. So at the end of the day, whichever one profited, either the one who bought or the one who sell, the only screenshot that will be taken is the one that profited, and then that guy will put on his Instagram. And then let's say the next day that he decides to buy this currency, sell this currency as well, 2 separate Instagram accounts, 2 separate accounts. If this guy lost, then he won't post a screenshot on Instagram, and then this guy right here will post it on his Instagram.
I knew this guy, yeah. He top lad, yeah. I don't have anything bad to say about the brother. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I don't know him personally, but I know of him, and he was trying to get me into it a bit about a year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I find out from someone else, another brother, that don't go into it.
There was that
and I was
person
like,
in our DMs.
I was fully ready to go into it, and he said, why? I said, why should I not go into it? And he said to me, the guy just about makes money for petrol every month. I'm like, flipping.
It's literally, it's either make or break.
It's not worth it.
It's how it works with currency. That's all it is. That it's make or break. You might get inflation, you might not get inflation. That's all it is.
Yeah, we won't get into the technical details.
But
at the end of the day, right? Honestly, stuff like this, people are debating, is gambling to a sense, because you don't know what's going to come from it.
You don't know what's
in a sense, it's gambling.
It is, yeah.
Don't get, for whoever's involved in it, get out. Whoever who's thinking of getting involved in it, don't.
It's not worth it.
Whoever knows it's not worth it, mashallah, brother, you're doing well.
I'm telling you now, yeah, they take £100 for 2 months, yeah, and then they give you £101 back.
And don't fall for their tactics as well, bro. I see. Remember that girl? She was from New York. She tried to get us in on it.
Oh my days, where they put us inside a video chat and everything. Right, there's a KSI's been with this and that.
Oh, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Listen, they'll lure you in. They know all the tactics.
Have you realised every single one of them is peng? I'm not even joking.
No.
Every single Forex trader you look at is peng.
They show off as much as they can, and they show off all this stuff they're wearing and all. Don't fall for it.
Bro,
these mans know how to play you.
The pictures are fake. They're taking it from someone else and they posted them.
They're trying to play you. Don't.
You don't think that's them? It's not. Just because they're jumping in your DMs, trust me.
Don't get gassed.
They're not trying to get you. They're trying to get you.
And then, so there was this guy. So you know the guy I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Right. So after I stopped messing with it.
Yeah.
Right. It's understandable. He got a bit annoyed.
You lot think some random girl on Instagram is DMing you because they want to
give
you money. Who's ever wanted to give you money in your life?
Bruv, even on Eid, my aunties and uncles don't want to give me money, fam.
These lot think
but they have to.
Girls, yeah, I think they can get money, man.
Nah, it's ridiculous. No, but we're talking about a wide variety of stuff.
Mentioned. Iran's
I know we're a bit all over the place. But
we are, but this is our first.
It's our first one.
We never did it.
Yeah, we're setting the foundation.
And we've literally just been talking about absolute nothing because we haven't got a plan or anything. We just started.
No, it's like a feeler, a taster.
Yeah.
Obviously, just wanting to know, just getting used to everything, and then inshallah we'll be ready soon one day for a proper like episode where we discuss one topic.
We do want to post one on IGTV, but you know.
But what we're going for, what I was thinking I was going for, I don't know if anyone's seen Joe Rogan, but he talked about 7 things in one video, 7 massive things. So I guess that's what I was trying to go for a bit, and it's doing well. It's not bad. If you like it so far, please leave a like. Thank you. But yeah, I just want to talk about that meme I posted yesterday. So it was towards that, and listen, the people who were saying this, did I mention that they were massive? Yeah, they had about 50,000 followers each.
The verified.
They weren't verified, no, but they were like big, like Islamic pages.
Right, 50, yeah.
Bare people know them, fam. Like, I'm sure people know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So these mans, they then were like, bruv, how are you saying this and that, yeah? When one of you is a Pakistani Muslim and the other one's an Indian Hindu. I was like, what?
I'm telling you. Let me tell you something right now.
Yeah.
When I lived in Nottingham, I never met one Muslim Indian.
Yeah.
In my life.
Okay, I know, but when you came to...
When I came here, I couldn't find a Hindu Indian here.
So, first of all, I'm an Indian Muslim, Ted, right? Barney's a Pakistani Muslim. I didn't know this, right? But apparently in bare places around the world, even in the UK, bare mans think that you can't get Indian Muslims. I'm an Indian Muslim, right? So I was talking to this this so-called lady of Islam and all this. That was her name or something.
It's so funny.
And she was like, "You're a Hindu Muslim, Hindu Indian." I'm like, "What?" I said, "Oh yeah, I saw in your bio. We used to have on our bio Pakistani and Indian."
Yeah.
And then, I saw in your bio. How dare you talk about Islam when you're a dirty Hindu and all? What's going on? First of all, right? You're going to be an Islamic page. Did you say dirty Hindu?
Exactly,
right?
Man. You gotta respect the religion.
Second of all, how uneducated are you to think that there's no Indian Muslims out there? And she was like, "Listen, I'm a Pakistani Muslim. I know you can't get Indian Muslims, this and that." I'm like, sister, sister, where did Pakistani Muslims come from? Obviously, I don't want to get into that. No, I won't get into that topic, right? I have respect for Pakistani Muslims more than Indian Muslims, a lot of them.
We have respect for the Indians.
Yeah,
The Indians
I know.
more religious
People,
than us.
yeah. People just like to mess around that. But what I'm saying, sister, you know where the Pakistani Muslims came from? And she was like, yeah, what's your point? We're not like you dirty Hindus. This. She didn't want to listen to what I had to say.
Yeah.
And she was like, so I said, sister, I'm an Indian Muslim. And there's bare mans of them left in India.
They think
and
everyone moved.
And guess what she said to me? She was like, so you man still live in India and you're Muslim? And I was like, yeah, we didn't leave with
I'm sure most of Gujarat is
Yeah,
Muslim.
most of it, yeah. But she was like, so what, when Pakistani Muslims left India and made Pakistan, you guys didn't come. I was like, I guess some of that played into it, maybe it was a bit distance as well.
It's distance, mostly, yeah.
Yeah. And then she said that, so you lot are traitors. And then I was like, what?
Traitors you are.
I was like, Ikuti, listen to me, fam, what traitors? Right? And she was like, you lot left us to die and now you're supporting Modi, this and that. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Right? She's the Islamic page posting hadiths left, right and centre. Yeah, she's coming out with this. I'm like, sister, right? I'm saying this with all due respect as an example. So, couldn't you be considered the traitors for leaving Muslim brothers behind then? And she was like, no. Yeah, no, but... I was like, shut the hell up, please. So this was a couple of months ago, and that's what the meme was based around. People like that, fam.
Literally, I don't understand why people think all Muslims migrated. Obviously, that's what it was created for, was Muslims to migrate to Pakistan.
Yeah.
Clearly, not everyone went. Most of Gujarat,
they can't believe that.
Gujarat is not a small... I think it's 80 million
Bro,
or something.
it's huge.
There's bare people.
Bro. It's not even just Gujarat. There's Barmans even inside the main India. Mumbai, everywhere.
I swear Shah Rukh Khan is Muslim.
Fam, well, I guess to an extent, some of them are like half.
Yeah.
But, come on.
He was raised as a Muslim.
I'm sure that sister has seen Slumdog Millionaire. The people were Indian and Muslims in that. They weren't even from Gujarat. They were just in general. The whole time she was speaking, they were Hindu.
If you watch quite a lot of Bollywood, they have the section of Muslims.
They have Muslims
Hindus,
in it.
Quite near each other.
Like, how dumb
the thing is with
people,
Pakistan changed everyone. So everyone that was Hindu in Pakistan had to leave.
Yeah.
It was more of they had to leave, and that's why mostly in Pakistan there is only Muslims. There's not many Christians, there's not many any other religion. If they are, they came after the partition and started.
But the thing that's understandable, right? I didn't know that there could be Christians in Pakistan. That's something understandable.
Right? It is because Pakistan was
when I was younger, right? Obviously now I understand there's religions everywhere.
There's religions all over the place.
That's understandable. To think that in India, right, the place where Pakistani Muslims came from, there's no Muslims left. What are you on about? There wasn't some mass Holocaust.
There wasn't, but there was a lot of fighting though. There
was a lot of fighting, of course.
People were killing their neighbours for literally nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Who do we blame? Britain. Where do we live? Britain. Where are we taking over? Britain.
Bro, it's mad. It's like, it's crazy how these mans here in the UK think that, we're not, these are not our problems and stuff like that. Bro, go back 400, 500 years, yeah. The Brits are the reason why these mans are here. Literally. Have some respect. Treat these refugees with kindness, bro. These people like things their way. And you know what? There's no race or religion where people like things their way. These people are like that sister who the Hadith page and like the brother Tommy Robinson, bro. They're all the same.
I don't understand how this sister can think the Hindus. Even if you are a Hindu, what's the issue?
Even if I was Hindu, I'd understand because I was saying stuff about
you
Islam.
were posting, okay. Right. You're not.
No, I'm not.
Posting, but calling him a dirty Hindu or whatever. What's the point?
Bro, she's a supposedly educated Muslim alima and this and that, and she's there calling Hindus dirty and stuff. I stuck for a lot, bro. Like, you might be more qualified. Look, the way it is now, I've discussed this with bad people before. You can be an alima, you can be an hafiz, you can be an alim, you can be bare knowledgeable in Islam. But I could know more about Islam than you do.
You
I could know more about Islam than you do. Don't think like some mans nowadays, they only accept people to marry their daughters who are hafiz or alim. Bro, I know hafiz and alims are worse than non-hafiz and alims.
There's some bad ones,
Bro,
There's some bad ones.
I know.
There's some bad ones.
We're not here to talk about that though.
Yeah,
we're not going to bait people, but
Listen, everyone is human. Everyone makes mistakes, and everyone is.
Of
so
course.
if you're a Hafiz and you're preaching about stuff, when you do something wrong, it's even more.
Yeah, but when you're an Hafiz or an Alim,
Yeah,
you need to be careful, fam.
exactly.
Like, how are you saying dirty Hindu this and that?
'Cause
Bro, what are you doing?
You've literally told everyone you're educated in Islam. You're one of the representatives.
And guess
of
what?
Islam.
Yeah, a representative. And then when the white man them see this and see
Exactly.
a Muslim sister who's educated in Islam
Calling
educated-
you
calling me a dirty Hindu,
Exactly, it doesn't make sense.
they're gonna. No wonder EDL exists, bro. It's just like people like this, man. I know the sister's listening to this, right? She might have blocked me, I don't know. But if she is listening to this, yeah, take this into account, sister. We're not alims, we're not Hafiz, right? But we know, I can say with guarantee, we know more about Islam than you do. Your etiquettes, your manners, and everything is disgusting. Like, what kind of human are you to say that?
It's literally mad. You don't need to be an alim to know to respect every religion.
Yeah.
That's one of the foundations.
One of the first things Allah said, respect people with other beliefs, because if you as a Muslim disrespect someone else's belief, there's no way they're going to turn to Islam. No way, because they think Islam's all about that. And guess what? She's just proved that. She said she's done the exact opposite of what Allah said to do.
Exactly.
Like, if that's not a major sin, I don't know what is. Like, I think it's a major
Everyone's
sin.
probably like, yo, you lot said you're not a Muslim meme page. What you talked about is Islam.
No, but obviously the main part of our lives is Islam.
That's what I said. Main part of our lives. Every aspect of our lives will include Islam.
Revolves around Islam.
Will include it. Will be involved around it. Will have an opinion from the Islamic point of view.
Exactly. It's
That's
say,
what Islam
say
is,
if one
way
of
of
our
life.
friends texts us, do you want to come round to the pub, mate? What's the first thing you think about? Islam, bro.
Yeah.
There's just...
Even going out, if you say you're going out, okay, I gotta think about this, I gotta think about that.
Yeah.
You're always gonna have your religion back in the back of your mind. That's how it works.
Even with this podcast, before we started, yeah, we obviously think about the most... We're not going to be talking about, oh my God, Selena Gomez, whoa, something like that.
I'm not talking about Christmas trees for about 2 hours saying how the whole coffee is. You're not joking, man. It doesn't even make sense. Like to literally get so passionate about a Christmas tree. It's a tree in a house.
Yeah. Alright.
With some tinsel on it.
We talked about that now. Let's leave that.
Literally, so
But,
annoying.
yeah.
Okay, Donald Trump wants to become president. That's the main fact. He wants to become president. He needed to do something to get support.
No.
That's what he did.
To become president.
Yeah, he's got his elections coming up in less than 4
That
months.
and to avoid impeachment.
He can't avoid it. That's up to the courts. He can do whatever he wants.
Because he did this. I read something somewhere.
It doesn't even matter. Listen.
Yeah.
He gets impeached. He'll be back in. 100% guarantee. I'll put £100 bet on it. He will get back in. I know it for a fact.
Brother betting and stuff, subhanAllah, we're going to get a comment about that. Carry on.
100 monopoly money. No, I know it. I know it for a fact. He will get back in.
Right,
Because everyone still loves him, and they're going to say, oh, you got impeached. Yeah, it wasn't your time. Because everyone's already saying it. Why is he getting impeached where he hasn't done anything wrong? All these rednecks from the flipping hood are all saying the same crap.
Redneck from the hood.
I don't know who they are. I ain't been to America.
Bro, gangsters are from the hood. Rednecks are from the south, you know that?
They're from the farms, isn't it? Wherever they're from, yeah.
From the hood, the farm hoods.
But yeah, so I know he's going to get back in. But that's what he's doing it for, is to get more support
Yeah.
out of the other lot.
To essentially, right, to get more support.
Is to get more support.
So what he did, if you don't know, I think everybody knows, he killed that mad general. I think he's a high up
He
general
is a crazy general, but at the end of the day, he's a general.
in Iran.
That's a big level of command you got.
Yeah.
It's
So-
not small.
Yeah, it's a massive. It's a guy. He killed a guy who's a big deal.
It's as if
a big
you
deal.
killed the prince over here. It's as if you killed Prince William.
I think he's very similar. Yeah.
It's literally as if he has. It's like you can't kill someone of such importance in a country. You have to retaliate.
So-
there has to be retaliation
That's the thing.
to
Even
prevent it again.
even the America's biggest ally, the UK, they were like, "Raw, what's this man doing?" Like they were actually saying,
You
Bro,
can't just kill someone like
"You
that.
can't just do that."
You can't just kill someone
So
like that.
everybody knew it was erratic and stupid.
It was
right?
stupidity.
That's
literal
besides the
stupidity.
point, right? I've heard other things elsewhere. Okay, the biggest reason that I think is the logical reason is because he wanted to get more support.
It is.
I've
It's
read
all
something.
about that.
I've read something somewhere else where it was like, recently there's been a discovered oil field in Iran.
Iran's filled with oil. All of them are filled with oil.
No, I think a lot of them are, but most of them are occupied now. Well, they've just found this new one.
Iran's never backed down from America. They've never ever let them in. One thing they've never done is ever let them in.
Yeah.
Every time they fight back more. One thing, Iran are strong as hell. They'll never be beat in battle.
Compared to America, they're not strong, but they hold their ground.
Compared to America's power,
they've got balls.
But if America went into Iran, they'd run back out. They wouldn't win.
But the thing is, with Iraq and Afghanistan, they're war-torn countries. They were taken over
by... Iraq was destroyed before they even came. And when they came in, they just took over and put base camps everywhere.
Because they had rebellions in it. So you can't say they're
all the rebellions are funded by Iran. It's facts. They're all funded by mostly Iran. Most of the Middle Eastern countries.
Al-Qaeda and stuff like that. Fam. People like that. I'm not going to get into conspiracy, right? At the end of the day,
it's not even a conspiracy at this point.
No, I know.
Iran's known to support all of them.
They say Iran, yeah. Look, okay.
It's a massive... That general had one of the biggest terrorist groups, organizations.
It's a massive topic, right? We're not... Barney has his own opinions.
I
understand. And he's the majority of opinion, I think, right? I'm the minority. Okay, we're not going to talk about the wider aspect, because the wider aspect includes many other variables, such as the rebellions, the groups, the past 10-20 years. I'm
telling you now, the rebellions and the groups are making a plan to attack America.
Obviously, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I've got a lot of opinions of the stuff going on there.
If the missiles are on their border, all their missiles are on the border, how are they going to win?
I don't know.
How do you win a fight?
Wait.
Who's Iran's closest ally? Iraq. Who owns Iraq? America. They have a border. All the bases are there. They don't have bases next to America. They don't have bases in Canada. Iran doesn't have any bases anywhere. They can't fire any missiles except for from Iran.
Yeah, I know that.
And they shot down a 725 Boeing plane the other day.
Yeah, I know. They killed a bunch of passengers.
They killed, I think, 75 Canadians and a bunch of 160 something.
I think it was from Canada?
It was from Canada going to Ukraine.
Not a big deal for Iran. So the point is, right, Iran's not going to back down from something like this now. They're not going to back down. So
Iran's not, but it's not going to go anywhere.
And that's what every single leader of every country in the world knew, that because America done this, you do realize you got a big problem now. Because Iran are not going to back down now. Bro, they just shot down a plane. They didn't really care that much.
I want to say World War III. World War III will only happen if China, Russia or America get into a war with each other. That's the only way, because they all three have different allies in every other area.
And that's what's going to happen.
That's the only way an actual nuclear World War III will happen. The others, if it's just one country, let's say, I don't know, Spain or something, or one of the other countries, it's not as much because they know they're the three superpowers.
Yeah.
They'll never do... Britain is not a superpower anymore. Britain's lost everything.
I feel like, with Britain and the UK, I feel like they are a lot more powerful than they give off.
I think they're a lot more powerful than they give off, but what they used to be and what they are now...
No, obviously, they conquered the whole world at one point.
They did conquer the whole world, but what they did, I think... I just don't think everyone listened to the UK. Everyone listened to them because they were one of the superpowers. Everyone thought, this is the United Kingdom. They took over the world.
Yeah.
So they've always heard our stories. In World War One, Britain was the headliner. World War Two, Britain was the headliner. World War Three, I don't think Britain's going to be the headliner.
No.
Britain's going to be one of the names and one of the allies.
Definitely not. Look, the reason why the US are still allies with Britain right now is because of what they've done in the past.
Yeah.
Right? If it wasn't because of what they've done in the past, UK would be like Belgium, Spain, France, Portugal, all the irrelevant countries, bro. That's what they'd be to the US.
America is one of the powerful. America is one of the powerful.
Look, the world superpowers right now: America, Israel, China, Russia. The only reason Israel is
just an asset of America.
No, bro, you're seeing it the wrong way around. Israel controlled America. They're getting 40 billion every year, something.
Do you think because the Jews own most of America?
No, companies? I'm not saying the Jews. No, Jews are good people. I'm saying the Zionists.
Zionist Jews.
No.
Extreme Jews.
Bro, listen, Zionists are not Jews, fam.
What's the difference?
Zionists, you know what they're like? You know how ISIS are not Muslim?
Yeah.
Zionists are not Jews. That's just a fact.
Right, I get that, but do you think all the Zionists are the ones that own the companies of the oils and the whatever the hell, Coca-Cola?
I was just wondering if you could speak a bit about the Jewish lobby in the US and the role that they play in the injustices that are happening in Israel at the moment, and in particular what you kind of think their motives are. I mean, are they part of War Inc. or are they very kind of culturally, kind of religiously kind of motivated?
There are some great books about the Israel lobby. And I definitely would say they're not religious, that overwhelmingly, I mean, I think that a lot of geopolitical interests are using religion, and this happens on the Muslim side too, and we could have evenings devoted to it, are using religion and manipulating people who have very little power with religion, but that the real interests are money and transcend nations. That basically what's happening right now in the world is ordinary people are beginning to realize through the internet that there are no enemies, right? That everyone pretty much wants to live in peace and protect the planet, right? Especially your generation. And then that's a threat to War Inc., which is one of the biggest concentrations of wealth and power on the planet. What AIPAC does is it definitely silences reporting that's balanced on this kind of thing. It definitely funds, this has been well established, gives early seed money to candidates so that by the time people are elected, they really can't deviate from a support for Israel, whatever Israel is up to, party line, or else they won't have the money to get reelected. You have to prime populations, especially democracies, for years and years and years of conflict, because that's where the vast profits are generated. So basically, there's a huge movement of young Muslims who are sophisticated, young Jews who are sophisticated, people all over the world who are just sick of this and ready to just kind of create a civil society. But they don't own the media, they don't own the politicians, and so AIPAC and other interests are, and also Kuwait and, Saudi Arabia, are obstacles because there's profit to be made in keeping us hating each other.
It is business.
That's what you're thinking. I know that's what you think.
Everything's business, though.
I know.
You know that.
I know that's what you think.
Do you agree with that?
Because we live in a capitalist society. Obviously, everything is business run.
Everything's business.
Everything's business run.
Right, look. From our eyes, right, there's so many levels to this that we can't go into it in one sitting.
No,
there's so many levels to this.
I think.
Look, I believe the majority of the viewers right now, when they say they know that Israel controls America, when I say that, I believe the majority know that. But you know how you've always been skeptical of my thinking?
Yeah.
Right? That's just what it is right now. I feel like you're a step behind sometimes, just with stuff like this.
You know what it is? It's not even a step behind. I just think, yes, is facts. They own this company, they own the oil, they do own these stuff. So
all in all, they own America. Well, if they own the biggest things in society from the biggest country, they own the country.
The question is, why are they still in America then and not in Israel?
Who?
The owners.
Oh, simple, man. Just absolutely.
What, is it the weather?
So, no, listen. These things take time. When they take over Palestine, Israel, that's when everything will move, because that's when the Dajjal comes. That's where their headquarters are going to be for the Dajjal.
This is you thinking it's the end of times. This is the end.
No, I'm not saying this is the end of time.
When do you think the end of time is? Then?
I'm saying the end of time, in my opinion, will be when our parents are gone. La hawla wa quwwata.
Yeah.
But when we're older, like their age.
You think? I don't think so. Personally, I don't think the end of time is anywhere near our generation.
Let me finish, right?
That's where we differ in importance.
Yeah.
Because I think this mindset of end of time has been there from the start of end of time.
No, obviously, no. Ever since the last emergence of the Prophet, that's the first sign of Qiyamah, wasn't it? That was the first sign. And what was that, 1400 years ago now?
Yeah.
It's understandable how you might be skeptical of that as well. I understand where you're coming from, right? Personally, with the way things are right now, when most of the signs have come,
I think
when I say this, right, I know people listening right now, there's a fear in their hearts. That's just natural for a Muslim. If you feel that, that's good, right? Because now you need to know, you need to start fixing up. We need to know we need to start fixing up. Every Muslim in the world knows that they need to start fixing up. I just think. But all the signs are here now. That's the only reason. That's the only thing I'm basing it off.
I just think if you go back to World War I, everyone thought this is it. This is the end of time. Go back to World War II, everyone thought, this is it. Everyone's dying. This is it. We're done.
No.
I think every single time we get to a point in our lives where we think this is it, it's just another point in the time.
No, that's right. I understand where you're coming from with that.
That's why
there was no Islamical link then. Now that history and Islam links together at such a time, there's no way you can deny it. Because in World War One, 70% of the signs haven't come. World War Two, 50% of the signs still hadn't come. Now World War Three era, post 9/11, right? 90% of the signs have come now. 90%. We're just waiting on the big man himself, the Messiah.
The big man himself.
Honestly, look. One day we're gonna. This is the scary thing, right? I believe one day we're gonna wake up and man's come, and nobody knows what to do. That's one day.
I don't think it's enough.
It's not going to be any day now. But I think it will be when we're much older. I think when we're grandparents or even like parents around that.
I don't think so.
With the way the world's going now.
We'll know when we're about 70 odd. I'll call you over and say, listen to this.
I'm going to play this back when we're older. I'm going to play this back.
Jala? Tell me.
I'm going to play it when he does come, fam.
That's what I say. I think...
listen, we can have our own opinions. Fine.
That's what it is. It's obviously we can have our own opinion about it. I just don't think it is.
Bro, you know what my dad said to me once?
What is it?
So we just watched some like scary ass thing, where I was a kid, so it was like a Muslim documentary, and you know when I'm like, end of time.
Why are you not watching Muslim documentaries?
I think it was on TV, and I was a kid.
I was worried about the jinns, I was like, yo, no, this thing happening again.
I was just sat there chilling, I was like 10, 11, some things about the Dajjal came on, this and that. Obviously, I heard about it, whatever. And after the documentary, my dad didn't say anything the whole time, And right at the end of the documentary, he just turned to me. He's like, "Beta, Dajjal's not gonna come in my time. He'll probably come in yours, though." And that's it, bro. That's it.
Guy.
He didn't say anything else. Like that's all he said.
He's pretty like, yo, playing forward. It's him.
He's trying to like calm himself down. I think that's what it was. But who says that, fam?
No, I don't think so. I think every single time everyone says it's the end of time. I remember in 2012 everyone was like, "This is it, we're done."
But 2012 that was like human based thing.
That was like I remember literally going to school and everyone just being like, "We're dying today. We're dying."
We were 12 years old, so we would believe that, innit, fam?
I know, but it was just one of those things that everyone thinks, this is it.
No, but it's not that though. This is not a societal thing. This is an Islamical thing.
I think it is societal.
But it's not. Islam has said everything that's...
I think it's a mixture of both. But I think you see what signs where you see them. I think you see signs when you've heard of them. So it's like hearing...
So I understand where you're coming from with that. Because obviously one of the signs is mass bloodshed, right? People have said, "Oh, that's Palestine." 30 years ago. People have said, "Oh, that's Syria." 5, 6 years ago.
Oh, that's Holocaust.
People have said the Holocaust. People have said even now Iran. Obviously, it's a bunch of mixed feelings.
You can go back to the Vikings. You can go back to any
you can
era.
go back,
you'll see mass bloodshed.
You can go back as far.
That's
as
what I'm saying. They're broad.
The thing is, it's broad. Nobody knows for sure.
That's what I say.
Apart from the specific stuff now. Now we've come off the broad stuff. Go to the specific stuff. The specific stuff talks about shepherds will find gold in the sand and build the tallest of structures, right? The gold in the sand was a metaphor for oil in the sand. These are the mans from Dubai who built the tallest buildings in the world, Burj Khalifa. Stuff like that, more solid stuff, right? They've come. That's why I'm skeptical of what you're thinking. You know what I mean?
I understand what you mean.
See? So I agree with you in the sense that the broad sense, very, very broad. That you can't pin it down to one thing.
I understand what you mean, but
and then you understand where I'm coming from with this.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah? So let's meet in the middle. Let's say when we just died, that's when it comes.
This is just for your fun.
We're the average everyday Muslim sharing our opinions with you, hoping that you can learn a bit more and maybe you can teach us some things, right?
Don't
internet. Wait. No internet shakes. Yeah, brother, astaghfirullah. Bro, none of that in the comments. Just give us some decent advice, please. Just calm advice. If you have advice for us, just keep it calm. Yeah, otherwise we're not going to read it, fam.
It's not like we're not bothered or we don't like you lot. Or it's just simply we'll never get to a situation where we're both,
on the same level.
On the same level. It's just never going to happen with an argument online. It never happens.
It can't
Everyone thinks they're right and they're right.
It can't happen.
There's no point.
It can't happen. If you want to talk to me about something like that, the internet shake sort of advice, come to me in person. There's no way we can do it online.
He's pointless online. You're never going to
I said that in a comment before, in a comment on the Messiah IGTV video I did. There's no way in person, in over the phone, you can do anything like this. Wrap it up there.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bro, another thing, yeah?
What?
You know that girl, this last point, sorry. that girl who was calling me, Indians call me Muslim, this and that, yeah. So she's trying to prove it to her.
Prove what to her, that you're a Muslim?
If I still had the DMs, I'd show everyone right now, yeah. But she blocked man's in it, so I don't have anything left.
What did she want proof of?
That I was a Muslim, right? So,
and you're an Indian. How are we going to prove that?
I didn't know how to prove it, and she said, "Pray something for me." Bro, I prayed Surah Fatiha for her, yeah. She didn't believe me, right? I prayed.
What, did you voice note this?
Yeah, I prayed.
Dumb.
Fam, I prayed half of yes. This is how determined I was to prove that I was a Muslim. I'm not letting someone call me a non-Muslim.
Bro, it doesn't even make sense, man.
I'm not. I know. No, but I'm not gonna let someone say that I'm not a Muslim, fam.
As soon as you get taught, that there's other people that are Muslim in the world.
Listen, we're not gonna go to her again, right? But this is what I was doing to prove to her. Prayed half a Surah Yasin, yeah.
You should have video called her. You should have video. So come.
I'm praying namaz.
Let's pray namaz together.
Nah, this is what else I did, bro. So I prayed. I fully prayed, and then she was like, "Nah, pray in the sheet now." So I prayed in the sheet. I did that for about 5 minutes straight, yeah. And she was like, "All right, I've come to the conclusion that." Or is the Pakistani guy doing it the whole time? To cover your own back. Allow this. Allow it.